important, something that concerns us as ladies, and also men and young ladies, about our reproductive health. And today we want to focus on, we want to understand contraceptive methods. So I'll start to categorize them so that we can be able to understand how these methods go. So we'll start with the oral emergency contraceptives. I know many of you don't consider it as a contraceptive method, but it is, because the purpose is to prevent pregnancy and to make sure that someone do not get pregnant when they are not ready. So I have a chart here, and this is just a box of how a P2 looks like. So for the oral emergency pill, we have two types. The first type is called the P2, which we know, and this one, there are 2 pills that you're given, and if you decide to take one pill at 10, then you wait 12 hours for you to take the other pill. So one thing you must know, it is not effective if your weight is 70 kg, but this is subject to discussion. So the other pill is called the Ella pill. So it is only one pill, and it is taken 5 days after the unprotected sex has happened. So if you take it past 5 days, then it won't protect you. So these are the oral emergency pill. So one thing with contraceptives, you have to know they are hormonal and they are non-hormonal. So I'll focus first on the hormonal. And under the hormonal, we have those contraceptives that have 2 hormones and those that have 1 hormones. The hormones that we're talking about is estrogen and progestin. So we have contraceptives that have both estrogen and progestin. The first one is the pill. There's a pill that you take daily. This one you have to take daily at the same time. And then we have, I'll just be showing you an example of this is a pill. You see the way it is. And then we have the ring, no, that was a condom. So this is the ring. I've just circled it. I don't know if you can be able to see. It's just a ring. Yeah, that is the ring. So the ring is placed under the vagina, and then you leave it for 3 weeks, and then in the 4th week you remove it. So one thing you have to know, after the 4th week you have to remove it, and then you place it, and then it stays there for 3 weeks. And then we have the patch. I'll just show you the patch. This is the patch. You can see it. Yeah, just like a small bandage. I don't know, the patch. So the patch, you keep it on the skin for 1 week and replace it weekly for 3 weeks. So for 1 week on the skin. So there are several places that you can put the patch. The first place is under the arm, and then on the back, and then at the abdomen, and then at the buttocks. Those are the places you can put the patch. So those are the only methods that use both progesterone and estrogen. They use combined. Now we have methods that they use only one hormone, and then the hormone that is being used is progestin. So there is the pill. There's a pill that only uses progestin, and I'm just showing you a sample of a pill. This is a pill. The good thing about this pill is that it can help you regulate your period. Sometimes you're told that you have irregular periods, they're not working out. You're told to take a progestin pill, which helps regulate the period. So it is one pill daily at the same time. Remember, it's daily at the same time. And then we have the injection. Most of us knows it as Depo. So Depo, you receive a shot that has a high dosage of progestin, and it secures you or takes you for 3 months. So from my just like a syringe, and then it's a shot of high dosage of progesterone, and then you're given, and then it protects you for likely 3 months. And then we have now the implant. The implant, it is kept under your hand, arm here. So like recently I had mine, but I removed it because of personal reason. So the implant looks like this. You can see it, yeah. So for one rod, that protects you for 3 years. So, and then we have, when they place 2 rods under your arm, that protects you for 5 years. So what this does, it releases small amounts of progestin every time for 5 years or for 3 years. So that is the implant. Now on the other one, we have the IUD. Normally we call it coil, IUD or coil. I just circled the one that, so you see, there's the one that has copper. We are not talking about the one that has copper, we are talking about the white one. So this is the one that has hormone. So it is placed under the uterus, but this one, they should be a physician or a doctor to place it, because it can be a little bit tricky. And then this one can protect you from 8 to 10 years. So, and then it's very effective. It can protect you, and then when you remove it, you can give birth right away. The hormonal birth control methods. Now we are talking about nanomonal. So when you're talking about nanomonal, the first one will be the copper IUD, the one with the red thing. You can see it here. So this copper one, it can protect you from 10 to 12 years, and then it is placed inside your vagina under the uterus, so that it can prevent the sperm from entering the fallopian tube, so that you can get pregnant. So this is how it looks like. And then when you're still talking about hormonal methods, we have the barrier methods. So one of the most common barrier method is a condom, which normally most people are using. The condom is very good because it not only protects you from getting pregnant, but it can protect you from getting sexually transmitted diseases. So we have the female and the male condom. Right here I have a sample of the male condom. So we also have a female condom. The female condom is placed inside the vagina, while the male condom, it is the responsibility of you as a lady to make sure that your man wears it correctly. And also it's the responsibility of both of you to make sure that the condom is worn correctly, so that it can serve the purpose it was meant to. And then we have the cervical cap, also placed within the vagina. And then one thing you have to know, if you're using the cervical cap, this is the cervical cap. I'll just place my card well so that you can be able to see. Yeah, this is the cervical cap. So when you're using the cervical cap, you have to use it with the spermicide. They go hand in hand. So the cervical cap is placed within the vagina over the cervix, and then it is inserted 15 minutes before you indulge in unprotected sex, and then you leave it for 6 hours before you remove it after having sex, so that for it to be effective. So as we are continuing the other methods like withdrawal. So withdrawals is the man, he tries to avoid to ejaculate on the vagina, so that the fertilization process can go on when they swim into the fallopian tube. So with the withdrawal, the man has to ejaculate outside. And then there is the cycle tracking. For this one, it's very tricky. You have to be very sure that your periods, there are periods and they are regular, so that you can be able to know what are your safe days the days that you are not the days that you're not fertile, so that you can have sex. Or if you feel you have to have sex the day that you are fertile, then use the barrier method. And then exclusive breastfeeding. So this is only effective when there is no period, and you have to exclusively breastfeed for after every 4 hours, and it is also less than 6 months. So after 6 months, this method cannot work. So we have the permanent method, so the removal of the fallopian tube, where it's a surgical process. The woman goes to the doctor, they do a surgical process, or during CS birth, giving birth through CS, a woman may request they do the removal of the fallopian tube. We also have the vasectomy for men, where the men go, and it's an office procedure to block the sperms from entering the semen. So there is also another one. We have the traditional methods. The traditional methods are happening around. So they are happening around where this is just a pill that is given to someone, and then it protects them for a whole month. So how effective it is, some ladies are saying it's very effective. We just don't know the substance, the amount of substance that is being used here. So but it's working for them. So there's sterilization, the one I said. So you can see there are different methods that you can use, and remember, every method different method work for different people. So if one doesn't work for you, you can opt for another one. So I'm posing a question: do you think abortion is a family planning method? This is a question I'm posing for you. You can comment on the comment section, and please, of all these methods, which one works best for you and which one can you recommend? Thank you.